Transsexuals. So
It's very sensitive here.
yeah, that's what I heard too. So I think I've only seen one. I don't know if that's the same person you see, the one who begs in the street in Dago. the one with the big nose, right? Yeah.
Okay, I will explain about culture shock. This one is Jerome. He's from Philippines and spent 10 years in Bandung. And he worked as an English teacher since 2008. In his opinion, culture shock here is the differences between in Philippines and Indonesia is people here in Bandung tend to be warmer and friendlier and then more passion compared to Philippines. And then in Philippines, if didn't give much space, people will mocking, shouting or cursing you. And then in Philippines is more temperamental. For reverse culture shock in Philippines, if you ask someone for direction, they will go out their way to explain things. Just pointing like that or no smile, no explanation. But people are nicer in Bandung. And the last is in Bandung is more safer than Philippines. You can bring out your phone even in angkot, but there's a snatcher in Philippines, so it's much safer in Bandung.
Well, hello guys. I will explain about our interview with Jerome. What I'm trying to say here is about culture identity, Indonesian culture identity. What he liked most from Indonesia because is Indonesian people are more understanding and more calm rather than Filipinos, because most of Philippines are temperamental. When accident happen, most of Philippines are going to be angry at that time, but not in Indonesian. They are mostly, not mostly, but some of them are likely to smile and ask for apologize. And what he disliked from Indonesian people are mostly they are procrastinator. They are always acting that many things is easy. So when they are in a hurry in work, they are always put it
Like
at the end. So they are not doing it like at the time, but they doing at the end of the time, like in a deadline. That's what he doesn't like from Indonesian people.
So I'm going to talk to you about the ethnocentric and ethno-relative from our interview with Jerome from Philippines. So basically the Philippines is mostly Catholic compared to Indonesia, which is mostly Muslim. So in terms of ethnocentric or ethno-relative, that maybe it can make people from Philippines more ethnocentric because they used to the Catholic teaching. So basically when they see such as Muslim, Hindu, Buddha, so maybe they find it strange. And they also, in terms of society, the people in Philippines is more individualism than the Indonesia. They still have same value with us in Indonesia, such as family values. They put family first, but they tend to be more about themselves and they don't want to lose their interest over the society. So basically it can make them much more ethnocentric in a way.
The culture shock effect about when interview Robin Scorba is he found Indonesian notorious are corrupt and the law is not as strict as in the Netherlands. The second, when he was shocked to find many skyscrapers in Jakarta, unlike his perception of Indonesia. So like many skyscrapers everywhere. The third is he find Indonesian people to be nice, warm, and welcoming, unlike Dutch people. He was stunned by Indonesian small talk, asking about religion on the first encounter. So, what we found about when we interviewed Robin Scorba and in Reverse Culture Shock is when he went back home, he tried to do Indonesian small talk with a fellow Dutch, but none respond well. And the second is when he since learning Bahasa, he forgot to several words in Dutch language, and then he got problems in Dutch, and it's like he get angry from his mom, and then that's actually what we found in Reverse Culture Shock problems.
What Robin Scorba perspective about Indonesian culture? First, he think that not he think, but it's a reality that Indonesian people are loves to going round and round while they are talking. They are love to chit chat before they are go to straight to the point. And the second, Indonesian people are more emotional because compared to Dutch, they are more logical rather than Indonesian. And then the third, Indonesian women not really demanding at all rather than Dutch people, Dutch women, especially in terms of relationship and marriage. And the last is in Dutch, he said that men and women are treated equal rather than here. In Indonesia, even though we know that women get a bigger chance rather than before in terms of works and any other things, but it's still less than what in Dutch there.
So I'm going to talk about the ethnocentric ethno-relative from Robin Corbin interview. So basically, compared to Indonesian, Dutch people is more open-minded, even though they are less religious compared to Indonesian. Well, because the fact that he mentioned that Dutch only 60% is agnostic compared to Indonesia that mostly Muslim. So, but somehow they still fall into some stereotypes when it comes to the Muslim in their country. So some of the Dutch people still afraid of the terrorist attack in their own country because they don't know what they do, what is the Muslim like, the Islam, the teaching. So basically they still afraid of that, but it doesn't stop that them accepting the Muslim immigrants in their country.